What's good, fam? Welcome back to a new video on the channel. You know the thing that what you do is what you get good at, and I don't train at 8:30 in the morning, so I'm not really good at that. But here we are. In order to make everything work and get through the day, sacrifices have to be made, and we're up training 8:30 in the goddamn morning, doing jumps and front squats and pull-ups and bench press, all the massive stuff. 8:30 in the morning. Love to see it. After some jumps that were honestly again really, 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 really good. Here I'm hitting sets of instead of 5 150 to start with when in the front squat with the pauses. And it was a bit underwhelming. I wanted you to move faster, but looking back, maybe I could have done 2 reps more. So again, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it could definitely be better. But the warm ups were feeling kind of shit. Let's just be honest. So with that in mind, I was okay with how the set moved, and um, also what am I gonna say? Yeah, it's 8:30 in the morning, so I don't expect to be at my absolute best. Like when I usually train, it's like between 3 p.m. 5 p.m. That is the usual time that I train with like more food in me, having had lunch as well, a post workout snack, pre workout snack, of course. But yeah, it felt fine to be honest. Like I could definitely get used to training early. Um, I'm not really like at that point right now where it feels good because I never do it. But again, if it's something I did for a couple months, I would probably find it quite doable. And I can't see why people do it. It's probably feels good to get the workout done early in the morning and just be able to focus on work for the rest of the day. Because I often find myself being like not in a mood to like do demanding, like mentally demanding work because I know I have a workout as well. I don't know if it makes sense, but it's kind of as if like using that mental focus also drains you in terms of your workout, even though it's not obviously not physical when you are sitting and doing computer work and reading and doing all kind of things. But especially when let's say I'm recording for a YouTube video with a whiteboard and I have to be really focused on saying the correct things, remembering what I'm going to say, all that kind of stuff. Then I find that going to training after that, it's just extremely hard to perform at my absolute best. It's a different thing with these videos where I kind of take it a little bit loose and I just talk on the spot. I don't have anything planned and I don't expect these videos to necessarily do as well. Also, before I move on, can we just take a look at how much I'm sweating? I don't know if it's just me, but I always just sweat a ton. But it's just like I never feel like I see anybody else sweating nearly as much. And maybe it's just because I'm so much stronger than pretty much everyone else training here, or it's something to do with. I've heard some people getting like side effects in that kind of way with the corona vaccines and it coming after a few years and you sweat more. I mean, a lot of things are coming out about the obviously the vaccines, and much of it is not good stuff to say it the least. Like a lot of people died from the vaccines, not from corona when they got it, and a lot of people have symptoms by symptoms from the vaccines. Years later, that begins to develop easier, more easily getting out of breath, those kind of things. Maybe less energy, easier to get headaches, headaches, things like that. Um, I don't know if that's the reason that I sweat so much, but if we just go back to the front squats, again, I chose to make the back of sets quite a bit lighter than I had originally planned at 135 kg. And I really do believe it's a good idea when you have had one set that is a PR to not do too much extra work that is going to be challenging for you. And again, the main driver of hypertrophy is going to be total workload. So you can add in one extra set with 10 extra kg and you have extra workload, and it's probably not going to be so easy that it's not going to pull the lever in terms of hypertrophy. Like even if I move down to 125 from 135, I did 5 sets instead of 4. Yes, it's 10 kilo less. It's like what, like combined, it's gonna be like for the first 20 reps with first 4 sets, it's gonna be 200 kilo less lifted because 20 by 20 times 10 gonna be 200. But then for the last set, it's gonna be 5 with 125, so 625, and overall gonna be a workload that is 425 kilo heavier and a lighter RPE. And I think that is gonna contribute more to hypertrophy simply because of the higher workload. And that's why I believe when you have done one thing where you do a PR and you've built more confidence, then, well, you don't need to push yourself extremely hard in the rest of the sets. It's better to drop back a little bit and do some lighter work. Now, I managed to get 15 reps per arm in the leaning lateral lying leaning lateral raises, whatever you want to call it. And that was a huge win because the week before was only 14 on the left, 13 on the right, failing number 14. So super happy about getting that. Been a long time coming. So I'm probably gonna move on to standing lateral raises, starting with sets of 6 with 16, moving up to 15 and up to 18 kg, 20 kg, hopefully getting next year getting up and above 20 kilo for 15 reps, up towards 22 kilos per dumbbell. And we'll see how that is. The curls were quite demanding after those lateral raises. Set of 6 with 50.5 kilos felt quite a bit harder than I would have ideally wanted it to be, but it's not the end of the world. It's a PR, and 4 sets of 6 with 40.5 moved as fast as it should always do. So overall, really cool training. Happy with how things were moving. Let's keep it going. I'll see you all.